If he gets 14 months, if the defense gets what they want, he'd essentially get out October 3rd because
he's been in
for a year,
months.
And you get 15% credit for time served. So he'd basically be out after the sentence, and then he'd be on supervised release.
Sean Diddy Combs walked out of federal lockup on live camera, his release confirmed for October 3rd, not years away, but just days. Insiders say his first move was revenge, swift and merciless. The news broke overnight, blindsiding sponsors and forcing streaming platforms into damage control as speculation swirled over Diddy's next steps. By noon, the research campaign was already on pause, according to a leaked marketing memo. Defense lawyers argued that Combs had already served the required 14 months thanks to humane jail credit and a judge who dismissed nearly every major charge. The countdown has begun, and those in his orbit know October 3rd isn't an ending, it's a live grenade waiting to explode across boardrooms and green rooms from mid.
Defense in the Diddy case gets its way. Diddy could be a free man next month.
Town to Malibu, court filings painted grim conditions, maggots and meals, 13 months without sunlight. Meanwhile, Hulu axed its documentary sizzle reel after the verdict. Combs collapsed to his knees when the jury cleared him of racketeering and trafficking, but left him with two-man act convictions for transporting freak-off participants coast to coast. Normally, those counts would mean a decade behind bars. But the judge sided with the defense, erasing the rest. By 1 p.m., MTV had blacked out Combs' scheduled tribute segment. LA radio dialed down bad boy spins, citing pressure from brand partners. In the past 2 years, Mr. Combs' career and reputation have been destroyed, the defense insisted. The numbers back it up. Since September 2024, he's lost over 100 employees, his children abandoned music and acting deals, and Howard University returned his donations along with his honorary degree. The $50 million bail offer did nothing to sway the judge, who pointed to violent outbursts with former girlfriends and the now infamous hotel security tape. Prosecutors, furious at the split verdict, accused Combs of masterminding every detail of his freak-off empire. They called the defense's case exceptional, but the fallout has only just begun. The word only fueled speculation. How did charges that once threatened life in prison vanish overnight? A former road manager claims Combs keeps a mental list of everyone who flipped and everyone who ran when things got hot. Staffers from his flagship Spirits brand say the PR team has spent the past 48 hours digging for dirt on anyone who spoke to prosecutors. The paranoia is spreading.
I think when it came to, it's not just the more serious charges, but it's the more complex charges, where the jury, in order to, for instance, find guilt on the racketeering charge, was going to have to find not just that Sean Combs had kicked his girlfriend, had beat people up, had engaged in truly abhorrent behavior, but that he ran a criminal enterprise.
Two major radio programmers confirmed their staff scrubbed phones and inboxes for any trace of connection to either side of the trial. Who signed off on this deal, and why now? It's not just the legal escape rattling the industry. Label sources say Combs spent his months behind bars plotting, and the word circulating isn't forgiveness, it's revenge. One insider, no longer bound by NDA, claims Diddy is ready to burn every bridge that needs burning. The stakes are massive: multi-million-dollar contracts, entire festival lineups, and likely fresh lawsuits from cancelled tour deals. Those sweating the fallout already include 2 Grammy winners, a daytime talk host, and at least one Atlanta producer who has quietly pulled Combs' collaborations from digital platforms. The fear is contagious. A Sony Music executive confirmed their crisis team flagged 4 high-profile collaborations for review just hours before Diddy's lawyers filed the written request for immediate release to Judge Arun Subramanian. His 13 months in Brooklyn's infamous detention center cost him more than sunlight and air. The defense filings described violence inside, routine lockdowns over stabbings, and guards snapping on fluorescent lights every 2 hours during suicide watch. They argued Combs had been adequately punished. He became sober for the first time in 25 years, even launched a jailhouse business program, but the industry isn't buying redemption. Former partners suspect Combs will weaponize everything gathered during the trial: emails, bank transfers, backstage tapes. He knows where the bodies are buried.
The judge right now is going through a number of different reasons. Again, very quick reporting indicates that the judge is citing to the defense attorney's own statements during the case that Sean Combs is a violent person, has had violent personal relationships. But of course, the defense said that doesn't mean he's guilty of racketeering. It looks like the judge is now using those statements to say he should be denied bail.